Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and we just dinged Paragon 80. I've been preparing for this. I've been saving stuff in my stash, been saving stuff in my inventory. What we're going to do here is show you the before and after effect, my stats before and after venturing into Hell 3, and the different preparations that I did, and how much that pays off, how much combat rating I gain, and all that stuff so that you can see what to expect when you get to Paragon 80. Well, let's get into it. Alrighty, so first of all, when you hit Paragon 66, 68, 70, around there, you want to start ideally finding like one or two friends that can help you at least open world farm a little bit in Hell 3. You might not be god tier able to solo Hell 3, but it would be amazing if you're able to team up with some allies that can help you farm up some legendaries. Like all of these legendaries over on the right are in Hell 3. So I was farming Hell 3 open world before I was Paragon 80 and ready to jump into there officially. So that is a little bit of prep you can do if you've got a GG group that will help you farm up some gear that you're ready to slam on right when you hit Paragon 80. And I also have some over here in the stash that I was preparing that are possible upgrades for when I hit level 80. So you can see some of these different green arrows ready to rock and ready to be thrown on. But let's go ahead and do the GG moment and identify some of these and see what we can get. But I do also want to make sure and show you my stats before and after. So right now we're sitting at 4,348 damage, 43,121 for life. I am in the treasure hunter tree, so my stuff is going to be a little bit lower than normal, and my combat rating is at 1992 when hitting Paragon 80. You'll probably be somewhere between like, I don't know, 1800 and 2200. So I'm right there about that 2000 mark that you would probably expect when you hit Paragon 80. So now let's go ahead and do our mass IDing session and see how well this is going to go when we venture into... okay. It shows, it's only a one arrow though. Come on, we were hoping for better than that. One arrow. Oh, is it only showing me one arrow no matter what? Okay. Hopefully this went well. We got a double arrow. And sometimes, side note, the arrows are not always right. We're hoping for triple rolls. Come on, double. Not ideal. Come on, give me some triples. Okay, this is not going well. I am not happy about this. Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me. Not a single one out of all of these. Oh my goodness, brutal. But we're gonna start getting the most CR we can. That is very disappointing. I'm not gonna cry live on camera, I promise. Okay, 1992, and let's start working our way up here. 1992 is what we were at. Yeah, more stat for sure. And I could shrink myself a little bit in case you can't see enough of this stuff here. Double, yeah, definitely an upgrade. Yep, we'll return that. Let's go. This is a double for sure. Equip it. So we're mainly focusing on attributes, and we'll worry about the other stuff min-maxing a little bit down the road. But as we dive into Hell 3, we just want to get as much CR, aka attribute numbers, as we can. Okay, cool. And I got some in the stash to go over yet, but 2128, that did not go well. I was really hoping to get at least one triple attribute out of all that. But one of these we can remove and be able to choose from those. Looks like that's a big one and a big one there. Okay, let me go back and put these on. Double upgrade. Yep, that's definitely a lot more attributes. That was at least pretty good. 43, 43. Okay, so this one's better for sure. And now we're at least kind of close to where we could expect to be. I need to equip a gem here and socket. I think was it only a replace? Oh, let's get a tourmaline in there for sure. I'll have to upgrade to get a rank 4 Tormo in there, so that'll be for sure going in there because I'm a DH. All right, so right now we are at 2172. So went up from what? 1992 or somewhere like that to 2172. So like 180, just under 200 combat rating. I think I got really screwed on that. I think you should typically expect somewhere between 2 and 400, depending on your rolls and your luck in terms of your preparation on the gear that you're farming up for health 3. So me only getting around that 200 mark was a little bit unfortunate. Was hoping to get at least even just one triple roll, and I would have like 70 more CR, and I would have and then I would have been happy if I just got one triple roll. So now it would be going to the essence transfer and getting my build actually corrected and getting things rolling. And in case you're curious, after you hit health 3, it would be great if you can at least get to 2120 right out the gate. If you can at least be at 2120 when you hit Paragon 80, you'd be on pace and you'd be looking good. And obviously anything above that, 22, 23, 2400, you're going to be sitting pretty and absolutely wrecking health 3. So me sitting right here at the 2172, even though unfortunate, I am on pace to go ahead and slam down, get my health 3 dungeons rolling, keep the health 3 farming going, and kind of slowly work on those upgrades. But now I need to go ahead and fix the build here really quick and inherit some powers from all the stuff that I replaced. We want to get the helm where we do the cooldown for vengeance, or each enemy defeated is on the helm. Yep, so let's go ahead and inherit that. All right, there we go. And then on the armor, this is the one where we want the cooldown, I believe. Yep, vengeance cooldown, inherit that. And then we got a couple more to make sure we get fixed. And I figured I'd throw this in there just in case you're curious on what powers I'm going to use as my DH launching in. Hellfire is not bad. The Rain of Vengeance ones are all right. Yeah, I'm just going to go with the Hellfire there to buff up the multi-shot. You end up spamming the multi-shot a lot as well. For the pants, pretty simple. We're going with the one that helps your vengeance damage right there with the coughs. And then a couple of the weapons that are going to be pretty self-explanatory. We're going to take the one that buffs up the multi-shot, flame spite, and then we're going to go with the good old Hungerer that you have seen countless times in different videos for Demon Hunters talking about different legendaries in the game. So we go right here, take the Hungerer, and there will be slight changes for like PvP, maybe Rite of Exile, and some of your Shadow Wars and stuff like that. But in terms of a general build, something like this is what I'm going to start with here as we venture into Hell 3. And whenever you have a situation like this where tons of stuff is changing around, you do want to take a second and just quick go through your stash and make sure you're not missing attributes anywhere, because in a moment like this, you want to stack as much CR as you can. So you just want to make sure you're getting the most attributes and thus the most CR as possible. Oh, see, this is a perfect example. So this is a definite upgrade. We have 78 and 77 versus 73 and 66, but the game is saying the score is higher for the one on the right, so it's better because it has the 2 magical attributes on the bottom, but that is a bunch of BS. I want to wear this one on the left and get way more CR. So let me show you what happens here. We've got Darkness Embrace. We remove that. We pop out. And we go right here. So we've got the 78 and 77 versus the 73 and 66. And we look at where we're at. We're at 2172, remember. Let me pop this on. And we go to 2188. And now you see it's not saying the old one is a downgrade, but it definitely was. We just got, what was that, like 16 CR just by checking our stash and making sure we would not have gotten that Q from the arrows at all. So I'm glad that ended up happening because it was an opportunity to show you that you definitely want to make sure and pay attention to that stuff, especially when you've got a lot of moving parts happening on your build. So now I'm going to need to go through and clean up my stash and clean up my inventory from all this prep that I was doing for hitting Hell 3 and make sure that I can get things organized once again. And it is also worth noting, some of you don't care about this, some of you do, but when you get to Hell 3, what is the offer going to be that you get for hitting that benchmark? This is the one the game is going to pop up for you in the featured section where you get the 1800 orbs, the 10 legendary crests, the 3 rare crests, and then 12 scoria. You do want to make sure that you are taking note that these are not going to be eternal legendary crests. These are going to be legendary crests. So that means that these are account bound, but you do get enough orbs to go in and go under crests and buy a 10 pop of eternal legendary crests if you would like. So basically, if you buy that offer, let me go back to the featured section here. If you end up buying this offer right here, you're going to get 10 account bound legendary crests and 10 non-account bound legendary crests, along with a little bit of rare and a little bit of scoria. In terms of how you're going to acquire crests in the game, based on the standard offers that you see, it is good value. I do still think it's overpriced, based on what it should be, but compared to what you're going to see in the game, for those of you that are high spenders out there, this would be technically a good offer. So alrighty, that concludes showing what the swap from Hell 2 to Hell 3 with Paragon 80 was for me and my account. Feel free to let me know down below how it went for you and how you're preparing, and what you think about the whole process and all of that as well. Remember to subscribe on your way out. We're working on tons of content behind the scenes to keep you in the loop for everything Diablo Immortal. So as always, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.